Hey everybody, welcome to Psych 2. I'm going to go ahead and show you around the website a little bit and show you everything you need to know to be successful in the class. Let me see here. Okay. All right, so the first thing you want to do is log on to the Canvas calendar, which if you have, so the Canvas website. And if you're looking at the video, you should have already found the Canvas website. When you first open the website, you should see this introductory page. This is a link to the syllabus. So you need to click on the link and download the syllabus, and you need to read through it because that's going to explain all of the requirements for the class and everything you need to know. So syllabus is basically like a contract between the student and the teacher. So please read through it. If you have any questions after reading it, you can email me or we can do office hours and we can go through any questions that you have. Okay, but I put some of the highlights of the syllabus on this starting website. So first of all, make sure you have at least about 4 hours per week to spend on the course. So just because it's an online course, it doesn't mean there's less work. Sometimes you kind of have to put in a little more work on the online courses. So expect to do at least 4 hours, maybe 5 hours every week. We're going to go over 1 to 2 chapters each week. And then each week you're going to have class activities, and then you're going to have a quiz. The class activities are going to be embedded in Google Slides, and I'll show you how to use those in just a second. And then every 2 to 3 weeks, you will have a test. So each test is only going to cover the chapters that we've just gone over. So they're not cumulative tests, they're just tests covering the previous couple chapters. So every 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a test, and every single week you will have class activities and at least 1 quiz. This is the textbook information here. The name of the textbook. This is the order information if you want to get a loose leaf edition. And the loose leaf is a little bit less expensive than the bound edition. This is the bound edition. For the loose leaf, you need to get like a 3-ring binder yourself. You can just get one at the dollar store and then put the book into the binder. There are also PDF options and e options, whatever they're called, ebooks. And those versions are also cheaper than getting the actual textbook. So you have all those options. This is basically what the course is going to cover. If you have any type of learning disability, please contact me and let me know the accommodations that you need. Office hours, basically, I have a day job, but anytime in the evening or anytime on the weekends, we can coordinate. If you want to meet one-on-one, if you want to go over the lecture together, if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to meet with you in office hours, and that'll be basically like Zoom. So on the website here, there's a link to Confer Zoom. That is where you would use that link to access office hours. This is basically the grading. So I already told you have class activities, you have quizzes, those are weekly, and then you have tests, which are every other week or every couple weeks. So these are the points for each of those and total possible points. And basically this shows you how many points you need to earn to get like an A or a B or a C and so on. All right, so that's the overall course summary. On the website, after you look through the syllabus, the next thing you want to do is go to modules. And you guys should only be able to see week 1 so far. And every week I'll have a link to a start here page, which is just giving you directions for the week. And then there's a link to the lecture. And there's a link to the quiz. And then if we have a test that week, there's going to be a link to the test as well. Let's see. So the lectures, if you click on it here, It should just automatically come up. You can watch them, and any questions you have, just take a quick note on it and you can let me know. We can go over any questions you have in office hours, clarifications. Let me go back here. Okay, for the quizzes, the way the quizzes are structured is they're not multiple choice, they're fill in the blank. You have to type in the word, but you do have a word bank that I provide for you. So each word in the word bank is going to be used one time in the quiz, and you would essentially just type in the word in the blank. I do not tell you what the answers are, but you can retake the quiz as many times as you want to get full credit. So you can keep retaking it to get full credit on the quizzes, because the point is so you can start to learn the terms and things like that. So let's see, that's the quizzes. The tests are going to be multiple choice. You only have one attempt for the test. So don't open it until you're ready to take the test, until you've done all your studying and everything. The tests are timed, they're 1 hour, 1.5 hours, unless you have accommodations for the DRC, from the DRC. So that's essentially everything that's on the website. In order to access the slides, hit start here, and this basically runs you through the instructions, and I'll go over it with you also. So the first thing you need to do really, after you go through and read the syllabus and kind of look through the modules portion, is then you want to create a Google account. If you already have one, that'll work just fine. Make sure you use a name where I know it's you, because I'm going to have to grade. And so if you use a name that's different from your real name, then it gets difficult for me to know who you are and give you your grade. So basically, if you're logged into Google, on the top region portion of your screen, there's this little grid of circles. If you click on that, you have this little drop-down menu of different apps within Google. You scroll down and find Classroom. And then your class is going to be this one. Your ad code is BY5JTPK. And so basically what you would do is you'll find this plus sign. Once you open Google Classroom, you hit join class, and then you'll add that code, oops, whatever it was, BT something. And then you'll hit join once you put the ad code, and you should automatically be added into the class. So every week you will have slides. I'm going to go into an old class to show you what they'll look like. I'll just pull these up here. Every week you will be assigned your own set of slides, and you can edit the slides. Any edits that you make are automatically saved in like the Google Cloud, wherever it is. No one else can see your slides except for me. So every person has their own separate copy of slides. And basically within the slides, I have a link to the lecture. So you'll hit that link and you can watch the lecture through here, or you can find it on Canvas. And then as you go through the slides, you can take notes on the slides if you want. Down here, you can add a text box for notes if you wanted to do it that way. I had one student that highlighted words in her slides. So you would go here. No, that's border color. Here. So you can play around with it and highlight it and whatever. Sorry, I'm gonna delete it so I don't send this to you guys like this. Okay. Some Sometimes there are videos in the slides, so you should just be able to click on it and play the video. So within the slides, I have the class activities. A lot of the activities are just you think about the question, you review what you just learned, you use the terminology to try to answer the question, and you just literally click on the slide and you type in the text box, and whatever changes you make are automatically saved in there. So anytime you see a yellow box on the top corner of the slide, it means that slide has an assignment for you. Okay, so here's a video. You should just be able to click and play them. All right, yeah. Okay. This is another assignment here, it has the yellow box. So you would click in and you would type and add your show you a different week. For the first couple of weeks, the activities are a little different because you have to learn a lot of terminology to kind of get used to the last few chapters of the book use the terminology frequently. So you first have to learn the terminology and understand what it's talking about before you can use it in the rest of the chapters. So in the first couple chapters, first 3 chapters, I have some activities which are click and drag. You would just click on the picture and drag it to the appropriate place. Let's see, let's find another one of those. This one is also click and drag. Whoop. So you would click on the text boxes. If it's a text box and not a picture, for whatever reason, you have to click on it twice. And you have to wait till you see the double-headed arrow, and then you can move it around. So click on it twice, find the double-headed arrow, and then you can move it. And then a few assignments for the first couple chapters ask you to use a simulation and then answer questions based on the simulation. And this is kind of to give you more, a lot of these concepts are very abstract for most of us, unless you have like a strong biology background. So the simulations help you to kind of visualize and interact with the concepts a little bit. So those are the slides. Again, every week you're going to have assignments in the slides. You complete all of them and then turn the slides in to me. And then after you do the slides, you will study a little bit and do your quizzes. And then every couple of weeks, you will have a test. Okay, so if you guys want to communicate with each other, you can actually use Google Classroom and you can type comments straight in. So you guys are able to just type straight in here if you want, and you can leave comments for each other. If you guys want to also, you can use the chat, maybe set up a time to meet with your other classmates and you can talk to each other in the chat. And then within the Google site, you have like Google Sites, Google Chat, Google Meet, something like that. So you can also set up meetings between yourselves if you want to help each other study together. And then for any office hours, I will have them under the comp for Zoom. So I would first have to set them up, and then you should have like a blue link over here. You just click on the blue link. It may prompt you to download the Zoom suite onto your computer or your laptop, whatever, or your phone. So you just click on the blue and keep following the prompts and saying yes and yes until it opens up Zoom for you. It should work easily. I haven't really had anyone say they had a problem with using Zoom so far. So that's essentially the course. And then there's also any contact between you and me instead of using the RCC email, please use the Canvas email. This is where I'll go to specifically look for student emails. If you do the RCCD email, your emails can get lost in all the other stuff that they send. So anytime you want to contact me, please use the Canvas email. If you're using a phone, it'll look a little different than this. The setup is different. So you just want to look around for the little blue like inbox sign. To create a message, look for the little button with the pencil, and you just click it. You select your course, and you guys are section 29742. And then here, if you want to contact myself, you'll just type in my name, and the name will pop up. So anybody in the course you can contact. So you can also talk to your peers in the class if you want to this way. If you guys decide you want to get together for study time, you can email each other through this as well. Type in your subject and then type in your message here. So the email is pretty straightforward, but some people they can't find this little logo to actually write the email. So just look for the pencil button and then type in my name and it should work. And then also there's the Canvas calendar. So I've already put all of your assignments up. So week 1, this just tells you week 1 starts, and we're doing the introduction in chapter 1 for week 1. And then every Friday, the slides, all the assignments inside of the slides are due. So you'll just hit the turn in or complete button on Google Classroom, and then I can automatically see your edits. And then every Sunday at midnight, your quiz is due, or if you have a test that week, the test is due on Sunday. So basically, every week we start on Monday. You look at the lecture and then read the textbook if you want. I highly suggest reading the textbook. It's a really good one. And I've taught this class a couple other times and taken it myself as an undergrad. And I still learned new things from this textbook. So I thought it was a pretty good book. So anyway, suggest you do read the textbook. So Monday, start reading, looking at the lecture, start completing the slides. Slides are due Friday. And then the quiz, or if there's a test, those are due by midnight on Sunday. All right, assignments are always due at midnight, slides on Friday, quizzes and tests on Sunday. So I tried to make the course more or less straightforward, and it's the same every week. So it should be not super confusing to get through it once you get the hang of it first couple weeks. So I believe that's it. Again, if you do need any type of accommodations, please let me know. And if for some reason, if the Google Slides don't work for you and you have some type of like disability or accommodation that you need, let me know, and we will find a workaround for that. All right, that's everything for now, and have a great day.